Hey guys, and a very warm welcome back to What's for Tea, or if this is your first time here, a very warm welcome to you also. So how's everybody doing? Are we all getting into the Christmas spirit? We're getting right into the Christmas spirit here on What's for Tea. We just love this time of the year. So this is my second instalment of my festive Christmas food ideas. Today I'm making goose fat roast potatoes. These are an absolutely lovely accompaniment to your Christmas meal. I'm using goose fat, so that you can heat your oil to a much higher temperature than a lot of other oils. It also gives you a beautiful crunchy outside whilst remaining soft and fluffy on the inside, which is ideally what you want. It also gives your potatoes a beautifully rich flavour as well. For a wee bit of extra crunch, just dust your potatoes with a little bit of plain flour just before you put them into the oven, and that's going to give them some extra crunch as well. So guys, if you decide to give them a go, be sure to let me know. So this is what you're going to need if you want to follow along with this wee recipe. I'm using 2 heaped teaspoons of garlic, a dusting of plain or all-purpose flour, 5 medium red potatoes, any dry potatoes will do, something like Maris Piper, Yukon Gold, Desiree, King Edward's, these will all work beautifully, 200 grams of goose fat, 1 tablespoon of sage and 1 tablespoon of thyme. But again, you can use whatever herbs you like. I just think sage and thyme are very Christmassy. Right, so let's move on and we'll see what we do next. The first thing you want to do is get your potatoes peeled. Like I say, I'm using red potatoes because these are particularly, they're very dry and floury. But if I can't get these, I would just use something like Maris Pipers or King Edward's, Desiree or Yukon Gold, because they're all delicious and lovely and floury. You don't want to use a waxy potato because you're not going to get the same sort of crispy exterior. So just go ahead and peel all of your tatties. And just give them a quick wash. And then you want to cut them up. You can cut them into any size you like. We like quite big roast potatoes, so I've just halved mine through the middle. These are just sort of medium to large potatoes. So usually 2 or 3 even will do one person. But again, you can chop them up as small or as big as you like. The larger you leave them, the longer they'll take to cook. So that was that. Next thing you want to do is get an oven tray. Preheat your oven to gas 6, 200 degrees, depending on what sort of oven you've got. Then you want to go ahead and put your goose fat onto your tray. I've used about 200 grams because I don't actually like my tray swimming in fat. I just use just the right amount, just enough, because I don't like them overly greasy. They don't have to be, guys. And then pop your tray into the oven. And you want to start your potatoes, pop your potatoes into a pan with some cold water. It's quite important the water is cold. Just cold from your tap, you don't have to chill it or anything. And pop some salt in. And then your garlic. By adding garlic to your water, it's going to infuse your potatoes with a very nice, subtle garlic flavour. Just give that a stir round. It just adds a wee bit something extra. Pop your lid on and bring it up to the boil. And then you can cook these for about 10 minutes. You just want to get the rawness off them. You're not looking to cook these really. You just keep them simmering away for 10 minutes. Once they've had their 10 minutes, drain them and let them steam dry for a few minutes. I just pop mine into a colander. If you don't have a colander, you can just put them back into your dry pan. Cover them with a lid and just leave them to dry out for a few minutes. And once they've dried out, pop them back into your pan and give them a good shake round. Be gentle though, guys, you don't want these breaking up. You just want to create a nice sort of raggy edge. You just want to rough them up on the outside because this is all going to help give you a nice crisp, crunchy exterior. So you want to get your tray back out the oven. Your fat should have been melted by now and your tray should be nice and hot. So pop your potatoes on. Like I say, guys, I don't like to use, you know, too much oil, just enough to coat them, because I find this works best. I don't like them overly greasy, because I just find that very heavy and sickly. So just go around your potatoes and baste them. So just throw a wee bit of your hot oil over your potatoes. But like I say, I mean, you can use more fat than this if you like. It's entirely up to you how, you know, how greasy you want them. And these will take about 45 minutes for my ones. If you've got, if you're using smaller potatoes, you might, you know, they might only take half an hour. And then this is another nice wee secret. If you go over the top of your potatoes and dust them with a wee bit of plain all-purpose flour, this is going to give you even extra crunch. So pop them into the oven for 35 to 45 minutes, but pull them out after every 15 minutes and sort of turn them round and, you know, throw some more oil over the top of them. It's all just aiding in the crispiness, guys. It's well worth it. So I just turn mine round and pop another wee bit of oil on the ones that need it. I would recommend turning them round with tongs, guys. I mean, my fingers are used to all sorts of heat, so I'm quite happy to pick them up warm. But if you've got sensitive fingers, you might want to use tongs. And these smell absolutely incredible. So once you've done that, just pop them back into your oven. And this is another 15 minutes later, so this is 30 minutes into cooking. And you can pop your herbs on top. The reason we do this about 15 minutes before they're ready, because if you do this initially when they first go into the oven, they're just going to go black, which you don't want. So just spoon some more of your goose fat over your potatoes and give them another 15 minutes. They're looking fab already. And like I say, smell divine. So back in for another 15 minutes and mine's will be done. And this was good enough for me. And this is just how I like them. Not overly greasy and beautiful. I mean, they're beautifully crisp on the outside and so soft in the inside. And they're more like mashed potato in the inside, to be honest. I'm trying to show you, but it's quite difficult to show you crunch on camera. So you just want to pop them into a serving dish, or you can pop them straight onto your plate if you're using them straight away. Like I say, you'd want to use maybe 2 or 3 of these per person, depending on, you know, the size of your tatties and how greedy you are. I'm quite a greedy person, so I could quite happily sit down and eat the whole bowl of these with a spoon or a fork. Don't they look fab though? And they taste even better than they look. So I'm just going to pull one open to let you see. Unfortunately, I can't show you how crispy they are because you need to be eating them for that. So this is them inside, guys. And they were scorching hot as well. So as you can see, lovely and dry and fluffy on the inside. Absolutely beautiful. So all you want to do now is, well, we're going to have some pork steaks tonight. So I had some pork steaks, some tender stem broccoli, a couple of the roast potatoes, some sliced carrots, and some gravy on the side. Oh, this was divine. I could eat this all over again. So that was it, guys. What did you think? I mean, they're absolutely super delicious, and I swear by this recipe, it's the tastiest roast potatoes that, you know, that I've ever tried. So well worth a go if you like your roast tatties. So that's it. So I've got Meals of the Week going up later on tonight, so make sure to pop back for that if you want to see what we had during the week. And also I've got a cracking sherry trifle coming during the week for you as well, so that's going to be fab. So like I said, guys, thank you very much for popping over and seeing what's going on. And until I see you next, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. Bye for now. Bye now.